And as you well know, we at India Ahead have been saying it for many weeks now, and I shall reiterate. All is not well in the AI-ADMK BJP alliance in the state. This has come in sharp focus, particularly in the run-up to the impending elections in 2021. There are ideological differences, as was seen during Vinayak Chaturthi or Ganesh Chaturthi festival, when AI-ADMK government issued strict instructions to hold the festivities inside homes, while the TamilNadu, which owes in part its allegiance to the BJP, went around installing idols in different districts of Tamil Nadu. The second issue and a bone of contention was Madurai. Should it be the second capital? BJP's Pon Radhakrishnan made a pitch for it, while Edapadi revoked any such suggestion. But the most important was, who shall lead the alliance? The AIDMK or the BJP, which had the top boss JP Nadda tutoring the local cadres about gearing up for elections. But the bone of contention as to who will lead the alliance, whether it's going to be AIADMK or the BJP, I feel at India Ahead will continue for some time till we get closer to the elections in 2021. TN BJP President L. Murugan was forced to clarify that all is well between his party and the BJP and hinted that leaders should not speak out of turn. One wonders who he was hinting at, because if it was towards VP Doraiswamy, who had suggested that if there was one man who can conquer Tamil Nadu today, also of course in 2021, then it is no one but Narendra Modi. And he clearly, if you listen to him, discarded both Dravidian parties. Listen into his interview to me. You know, this whole thing, this tug of war as it were, because, you know, that's what the press has been reporting. Who will lead the elections? Considering the AIDMK and the, BJP are in an alliance, there seems to be a bit of a power struggle there. Would you agree?
There is no power struggle. See, the elections are far away, more than almost 7 to 8 months, and all the political parties in Tamil Nadu are preparing themselves for elections, as well as BJP. So, a party, that too a very big party like BJP, definitely when facing elections, in the midst of elections, we will definitely try to strengthen our party cadres, our party organization. So obviously, what our president said is very right. And the alliance, as it is, the NDA alliance in Tamil Nadu is very, very firm with AIDMK, DMDK, and also PMK, and also TMC, that is Tamil Manila Congress. We have got these parties intact. There is no problem at all. But the ideological differences, what you have said, is there for for many decades. It is bound to happen. And the election, alliances, you cannot you cannot differentiate. You cannot say that the differences in ideology will hamper the alliances and all those things. In that case, even EWS, even Rajiv Gandhi killers, the DMK alliance have also got problems. They have got differences in issues. So I don't think these things will try
Yes.
to, affect the alliances.
Yes. You are absolutely right, Mr. Tirupati, if you look at it from the pan-Indian prism. But when you particularly put your lens on Tamil Nadu, it's a very different case altogether, because like I always say, Tamil is not just a language, it is also culture. The BJP for decades has been seen as a North Indian party, a Hindi-wala party, as it were. Now, I also contend what you say. You're saying that, we are preparing for elections, but of course, every political party has a right to prepare for elections, and BJP is known to be a well-oiled machine. And therefore, JP Nadda's address there, where he said, create local WhatsApp groups, etc., etc., that is all well taken. But all I'm saying is that when you are getting close to the elections, who will lead this alliance is a very basic problem. It's a question. It's like two people who form a team and say who's going to lead it. There is obviously, the scales are not matched here. Because when I was talking to Mr. Doraiswamy the other day, and he gave me a detailed interview, Mr. Tirupati, and I kept asking him, you've spent so much time. He said, listen, Sudha, I think it is only going to be Mr. Modi who's going to make a difference. All the Dravidian parties are now irrelevant. And he only pins his hope on the success rate of Mr. Modi. And then we hear stories about this whole who will lead the alliance issue. So there cannot be no smoke without fire, no, Mr. Tirupati. And then Mr. L. Murugan saying that, ministers should not speak out of turn. Yeah, go on, Mr. Tirupati.
See, opinions do differ actually. Even in AIDMK, people talk so much because it is a democratic country, it's a democratic party. People have got opinions, but whose opinion is the finalist? Our party's president, Mr. What L. Murugan had said is 100% right. Because even last time, we have very clearly announced, Mr. Piyush Goyal had announced that AIDMK will be leading the alliance in Tamil Nadu because AIDMK is a bigger party in Tamil Nadu. Though AIDMK is a part of NDA alliance, we have to understand this. So the question of who is going to lead the alliance or how many seats we are going to contest, all these things will come up only during elections. Only after the elections are announced. I don't think we should go in such a big hurry and talk about all these things now.
The NEP. What do you have to say on that? I mean, it is neither a law and order problem, neither it is a bill which will become a law eventually. This is basically a policy which is going to impact the future of Tamil Nadu.
See, national education policy, we have been educating, we have been, saying to the public of Tamil Nadu that this national education policy is going to go in a very long way, and it is going to help the state of Tamil Nadu in a very long way. And as far as the two-language formula is concerned, it was drafted or it was taken forward by Mr. late C.N. Annadurai in 1968, when the three-language formula was introduced. Then Mr. Annadurai said, you allow people to learn South Indian languages in the north, then we will definitely learn Hindi. That is what Mr. Annadurai said. Till that, we will have only two-language formula. Now, this national language policy of now the BJP's government, definitely we are for spreading all languages, all these 22 languages throughout India. And I want my Tamil to go throughout India. Whoever want to learn Tamil, they should learn. And the national language policy has accommodated so many things in that, and there are a lot of things, to cherish. So we have been
Mr.
saying
Tirupati,
this, and we have explained.
Mr. Tirupati, I know you can speak Hindi. I know that you can speak Hindi. Very well. I have heard you, many times. No, but you manage in Hindi. You can manage.
I understand Hindi.
You don't.
I
okay.
talk a few words.
The last time.
But I don't debate. I don't debate.
That's what I said. Please. You can manage, right? You can manage at an airport, because last time you were on my show, you told me how you can speak. I wonder if Mr. L. Murugan can speak Hindi. It's all very well to say these things because they sound very nice. But the point is that on ground reality, when the election campaigning begins in Tamil Nadu, everyone is going to resort to speaking in Tamil, which is a good thing. But Mr. Tirupati, you say that there is no tug of war between AIADMK and the BJP and the alliance is intact. And I hope when I meet you next time,
the thing is that you people are talking only about the alliance of AIADMK and BJP. I am telling you, what about the other faction, other DMK alliance? You have got problems there also. That's what I am saying.
No, but today, sir, please, at least Mr. Tirupati, I mean, don't accuse us of whataboutery. I am only speaking about a story which has emerged from Tamil Nadu, which is my beloved state. So I will speak about the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam when there is a context of it. But thank you so much, Mr. Tirupati. The next time we meet, I hope we meet in an atmosphere of bonhomie where the alliance is absolutely
everything
intact.
Is fine. Everything
Thank you so
is
much,
fine.
Mr. Narayanan Tirupati. Very good. Very good. Thank you so much and for speaking with India Ahead. Thank you.